And then we get to not only the overriding. Did you all know that there was not just a 1965 Civil Rights Act, but did you know that there was a Civil Rights Act post-slavery? Yeah. We had a Civil Rights Act in 1866. And guess who overturned it? The President of the United States vetoed it, President Andrew Johnson. So understand that this ain't new under the sun, even though the sun kisses black folks a special way. I want you to know that this game has been planned strategically. But guess what? We playing chess, y'all, not checkers anymore. And why are we playing chess? Because we invented that too. And you can go find that back home in Africa as well. So as we think about where we are in terms of our political power, I mentioned to you all of these 40 acres and a mule, black coals. They gave us a bank, a Freedmen's Bank. They put white people in charge of it. And all of the black people who invested in the Freedmen's Bank post the Civil War, those white folks stole their money, were never held accountable. And this is why grandma always said, I'm putting my money under the bank, under the mattress, baby. Okay. We don't have trust for banks till this day. And it's all about trust. Y'all still worried about your little coins in the bank today if something goes down like a war or some technology assault. So just think about where that all comes from, because the financial industry has never been supportive about who? Funding black people to be entrepreneurial and own, period. But now that we're figuring out, we don't need their banks anyway, because we're going to create our own centralized investing system. And that's what you're seeing again with the next generation becoming founders, raising investment capital in the community, because that's all we could go to is the friends and family plan. And that's who we're going to depend on. But guess what? You don't have to just think in a 1 mile radius anymore. You don't just have to think in this block scenario that we've been entrapped in. This is now a global economy. You have the ability to do whatever you want, raise money anywhere, anyhow. And I tell you, people will invest in a quality, well-researched idea, period. Do the process, do the work, make sure it's quality, and you will find investors. There's almost too much money out there actually right now. I get so many calls of investors looking for black businesses in certain industries and sectors ready to fund. So y'all got to get ready. All right. Who had it right? They gave us structural racism. Racism didn't go away. They put it into what? Policy, institutions, systems, and structures. They knew not only could they not just keep whipping you in public and sicking dogs on you in public, they had to make sure that they preserved their economic dominance over you. And that's what this is all about. So we rose up. Again, as black folks always do. It's not the story of them freeing us. They couldn't stop the rebellions on the slave plantations anyway. They had to get rid of slavery all over the world. We always rebel for our freedom. We're rebelling for our freedom back in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s that created the Black Power movement that gave us civil rights. And civil rights, the only bad thing about it, I call it civil no economic rights.